So, as you can see here, so this is Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. You can see it's running, no glitches or anything. Now this is on GameCube. Initially, the settings I'm about to show you are the settings you should use for every game, or for your base settings. But for games like this, you have got a couple of things you can do to tweak them. The anti-aliasing, things like that, to enhance it. But if you find you've got a lot of skipping, if you're a low-end computer, turn that sort of stuff off, and not only that, take your resolution right down to native. That'll get rid of your skipping, and also turn on fast disk reading, disk loading, and that'll help as well. So I'll just go over here. So these are the settings you should use for GameCube. Go push select on your controller and go into advanced settings. Alright. Initially, for your screens you can muck around with it a bit, but if you've already set it in your actual emulator, there's no need to change it really. I find you get more luck doing it actually at the game itself, but if you need to. But yeah, full screen, half your games are going to come up to full screen because we are making them widescreen. Remember back when GameCube came out, everything was 4.3, so you can put a few things on the stretch things. Not all games will stretch for you. They'll be about an inch from the edge of the screen on each side, but you'll get over half of them going full screen. Anyway, if you go off these settings as your base settings, you'll be pretty good for getting all your things working, and then after that you can work up from there on each game individually. But if you pull these settings on, and you could try it depending on your system. Now let's say you've got a system, you've done all these settings that I've shown you here, and you get a bit of skipping going on, where your sound's not right, not lining up, things like that. Your computer just might not be able to handle it. So that anti-aliasing, you could turn that off completely, and the higher textures there, turn that off completely as well, and that'll give your computer a bit more performance back to running them. But if your computer can handle it, if you've got a high-end graphics card, you can have no problem beefing everything up. But this is just for people that are, if you've got a low-end graphics card or no graphics card, just the graphics that is inbuilt in your computer. This here is on a 2660, so second generation HP. So if you put these settings on, of course in your emulator you're going to have to fix the widescreen ticked. Fix the, tick the one that makes your screen go to full, adjust to full screen, fills the whole screen up. This one here, fastest speed, you want that on, it's going to help you a bit with your games. Initially, I normally have that off on this one, and I do it separately on each game, just in case, but, turn that on. It's for tearing in games. And that's screen tearing, like you'll get pieces missing on the sides every now and again. So that sort of helps to fix some of that. It can also fix a bit of stuttering if you get a bit of stuttering as well. Alright, so we'll go over here. Alright, now let's say Legend of Zelda, like you've just seen it running fine. But that's because, it's okay, Right, I'm going to show you here. let's see the settings. This is, see, normally everything else is on auto, so it goes off that other lot of settings we've done. But if you need to adjust anything else, you press X and hold X down. If you press X and let it go, it's just going to load the game. So if you hold X and get down, you get to this menu. Come in here, everything will be set to auto. But if you think this is a game that can handle them beefed up more, give it a go. So there's a few things like here, your resolution. As I say, if you've got a high-end graphics card, real high-end computer, beef that up. But I'm only running a 2660 4-core. You know, it's the average. You know, but I mean, I've got a low-end graphics card in here, an AMD. It's only a 1 GB graphics card. Initially, the CPU, like the inbuilt graphics in this computer, is probably better than the low-end graphics card I'm using. But hey, that's right. But yeah, of course, you can beef that up. Some games are going to handle you being able to beef that right up. Alright. And as I say, if you're getting a bit of skipping, you can turn things off. Like you'll see here, I've got filtering off completely there, and that's helped Legend of Zelda. Okay, so we don't have to worry about textures in the background that being enhanced. So dual core, that's if you've got dual cores. I've got 4 cores, so I just smear it on. Now this here's just smoothing out the edges. Now I have got that Legend of Zelda working alright. And this here, you see here, textures, HD. I'll just show you something. It should start, make the game start skipping. Oh, actually, hang on. I'll just show you all the settings first before we go there. Alright, so there are your settings you want to make. That 4 times, don't do 4 times. Take it down to 2 times. Just, you know, have a play off it, turn on your computer system, or even take it off completely. If you're still getting skipping, take that off completely. High textures, turn that off completely, and that'll sort of all your skipping out. I mean, you may even find you can, you know, with some things, you can turn that off, and then you can actually come up here and then turn your resolution and actually make that 2 times. Or 3 times, depending on your system. Or you can do it the other way and go 1 times. You've got everything running properly, and then you can enhance things through that, or through that one. Found for GameCube those settings work fine. If you're using it for PlayStation, PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1, you're better off actually having all that stuff turned off, and you seem to get a smoother picture. There's it, except for there. But anyway, let's go down here. 4 times. I'll just show you. This speed's on. Dual sync. Right. Yeah, we're probably going to get skipping here, I'd imagine, because I just turned that other stuff on. But wait and see. It might be right, because I put the. You notice that one at disk speed up your disk load times. So make sure you got that one done. It's to speed up your load times. Alright, let's have a listen. So you can hear a bit of skipping going on there. It's not much, depending on your system, you could be getting it real bad. So what we're going to do here, just go over here, and we're going to the advanced settings again. Okay, 2 things I'm going to show you is, number 1 is of course the fix on it. 2 ways to fix it. You can either turn it off, go back in at your 4 times, and see how it runs. Or you can come back out of there, turn your 4 times down to 2 times. skipping. Not much. I mean, a lot of people will be getting that a lot worse. You see there, it's a bit jittery. Not really smooth, neither is the video player. So get back out of here. Alright, so what I'm going to do then is come back into here. Yeah, I mean the best way to do it for a low-end computer, mid to low-end, I mean this one's, you know, mid-range low-end. So you could go completely off. I mean I can actually run that on 2, but just to show you, just turn it off. You can put your higher textures on. Now we're back out of here, and I'll just show you it's running smooth. But I will show you another way that can work for some people as well. I don't know if you can see that. And you can see our textures, we've got a bit of jagged lines everywhere now. Music's fine, but some of the edges aren't smooth. Some of them are, some of them aren't. Okay, so we'll fix the problem there, but our graphics are going to leave it up to shit. So I'll show you 2 fixes for that, depending on your computer system. So, first fix. Let's come down to here, and I'll lazy and just put that on 2. Okay. That's your first fix, and then I'll go back and I'll show you it. Now you'll see there, see all the edges are a bit more smooth now, and the computer can handle it. So music's seamless, everything's much more straighter, a bit more crisper. Like I say, it depends on your computer system, your graphics card. If you've got a high-end graphics card or a high-end computer, you can crank that lasing right up and you're going to get crystal clear images. But hey, if you've got a low-end one and you just want to be able to try and play them, this is still clearer than it was on the actual console. So, but as I say, if you've got high-end stuff, you can get it even clearer. Okay, so go to here. Now I'll show you one other fix. It won't work for all people. As I say, it depends on your computer. You'll want a higher end graphics card in there, or if you've got a lower end computer. Alright, so that there, you could turn that up 1, or 2, or 3, or 4, right up. Depends, as I say, depends on your system. Okay, now we'll go down here, and we want to make sure that lasing is off, and high textures is off. So we want the system to have as much memory as it can to run the 720p. We'll just see what happens. I actually don't know, I haven't tested it on the system yet, but we shall find out. Right, crisp image, actually it's not that much difference. Okay, see that? Just a little bit of stuttery. Okay, so you can play this at crisper image like that on your lower end. It'll be right for gameplay, It's just going to have a little bit of stuttery, slight, so slight you don't even notice it really. Probably only noticing it because I'm telling you. But during gameplay you won't have that stutter at all. But just look at the textures and that. I'll tell you what, I don't see, okay, the image might be slightly crisper, but I don't see that much difference between that and just putting it on what we had it before. Right, so let's go back out of here. And I'm actually going to find the other one, because at least with the other one, it was completely seamless. Okay, so we'll go back down here. Okay, we're going to go, you know, there's difference, 645.28 to a huge difference. So the crisp image, if you want to go for it, because I said it played. Well, if it plays seamless on you, you know. If you do just a slight bit of stuttering on, you're going to be fine playing like your gameplay. Alright, so we want to turn that there back on, just 2 times, turn that on, and I'll show you what happens if you turn this on, just so you see. But as I say, I'd leave this off, and then that way you don't get any hassles. Sometimes this doesn't work as a good thing, it can be worse. I always turn it off. Alright, it'll probably give me stuttering now that I turn it on, let's see. Image isn't that much crisper than I had before. Looks running smooth. So your choice really, as you can see, I don't notice too much difference between the two. You know, crispness of image, they're both about the same. Okay, slight blurring as it went. So that slight, I don't know if you've seen that, but in the distant picture, there's a slight bit of blurring as it turned, but it's not going to matter. You're not going to notice it as the same gameplay, but for me, I'm just going to turn it off because I know we'll be doing it, because it's trying to enhance the textures in the background. So I'm just going to turn it off. Right. Well, she's a hard one to decide which way to go, isn't it? If you want to keep your 640. Alright, I'll show you one more time the difference. And we'll go down here. Turn that off. Turn that off. Back out. Bang. Oh. One last look. Yeah, so I mean, your images, you know, you're getting a bit more, I suppose, clarity, and you put more colour into it. It's a bit more. No, you're going to see that. Considering I'm videoing this with my phone. Yeah. I don't actually know that far. So yeah, for me, I'm just going to go back to the seamless. I mean, I don't notice much difference myself there. On the video of it. So for me, it's actually going to go back. But as you see, there's no problem running that like that. I just don't want to tax my system too much. Well, that's another thing. If you start pushing your graphics cards and everything, that's when you start frying your graphics chips and, you know, doing your computer run. So you want everything to run so you're not stressing your system out. So I'm just going to get a one back down here again. Turn it on to 2. Turn it on to 1. Alright, back out of here. Now it should be all running smooth again. As I'll go one more time, show the difference in clarity. See if you've noticed this difference. That blur effect you're getting every now and again, that's actually my phone self-adjusting. And the lines that you might be seeing, the phone calls them out. It's lines that look like fingerprint lines. Alright, yeah, so I reckon you'll find just on that setting myself.